Hey, good. Start talking.
For this camera, they don't have to shut this camera on because they're going to make it during the cinema. If you have enough cable, then the camera can be so they're not otherwise they're going to keep it this camera. Just put it there.
I didn't get you, Tan.
I'm saying if you have the cable, we talked about the cable.
Right,
If you have
right.
the cable,
Uh-huh.
this cable can go underneath and this camera could be disengaged from this net.
Okay.
Because they're going to be touching this net. As you saw it, I saw it, it's going to bug it up.
So where do you want to keep this camera?
Camera will be a little bit away, like a little bit outside where this benches.
Okay.
The cable's coming from this is independent of this. There's a whole thing going on. If you have the cable, if not,
No, there is. Yeah.
First basketball to start with the Copacabana. It's a one-month tournament. It's a challenge with COVID-19. Now, this will be played by players all around other areas where Niagara,
Sensor, do you want anything?
A good match in progress on court two. Mike O'Neill, Ben Payne versus John Drake and Sajil Qureshi. That's right. It appears that John and Sajil are up in only 2-1 break with Sajil serving. Should be a great match as well. Mike O'Neill is a former over 45 men's Ontario provincial singles champion, teaming with Ben Pang. As I was saying earlier on, Court 2 is having a great match right now with Sajil Qureshi and Johnny Drake going up against Mike O'Neill and Ben Pang. A lot of experience on Court 2, as Mike O'Neill is a former Ontario over 45 men's provincial singles champion, teaming with Ben Pang, who's won a lot of tournaments in this area, going up against former NCAA Division 1 player, and Johnny Drake, currently playing NCAA Division 1 tennis for Northwestern University in the States. Should be a great match to watch as well.
So let, yeah, well, I know. Not play.
Then, yeah, okay. So let play. Too late. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah.
So court one, we have 3-0 right now in the first match as Nemanja and Stefan have taken an early lead against Julio and Kirill. There's still plenty of time for the opponents to come back, however. Huge forehand by Kirill, the second point of this game. So, it's 4-love here on court one. Kirill to serve, love 4 down. It's a great return by Nemanja. Court 1, still 0 serving 4 right now. Court 2, Johnny Drake and Sajil Qureshi have taken a 4-1 early lead over Mike O'Neill and Ben Pang. Still quite a bit ways to go though before either team can reach a victory after the 8-game pro set. Julio with a brief playful jab against Stefan and Nemanja. Perhaps try to slow them down or... Great 1-2 combination with a beautiful serve by Nemanja and outstanding backhand volley by Stefan. Take an early lead in this service game. Another big serve by Stefan. Another huge serve by Stefan out wide as they managed to hold serve. Julio is now serving at 0-6 down.
Once again, thank you for just tuning in. We're live here from Young Sportsplex. This is Tan Qureshi from the Niagara Tennis Network. Julio serving. Great serve. And a perfect shot from Stefan. Stefan and Nemanja, two juniors, highly ranked in Canada. I think the top 2 or top 3 for the age group in the country. And on my left, we have the experience of Julio Murch and Curl. Due to COVID-19 restriction, we could not have players from outside this area competing here, but we have plenty of talent right here in Niagara. Niagara has produced so many great players in the past, and now I can see so many on court here, especially the two youngsters, Nemanja and Stefan. Both 16, they're both under 16, or 16 and 17, I believe.
They're both under 16. They're both in the top 5 in Canada, and then boys under 16 singles category.
From the category, yeah. We had some challenges here. It's the first time we're doing the live streaming from Young Sportsplex. So it'll be nice to have multiple cameras, and we do have multiple cameras, but right now we have camera focused on court number 1. Great action in play. Looks like the youngsters are leading now
7-0.
7-love. So it looks like it's going to be a fairly quick 8-game pro set match. Anybody know the score on court 2? I think court 2 I can see as 5-2. Ben Pang. Yeah, I think Ben Pang.
So Johnny Drake and Sajil Qureshi are up 5 games to 2.
5 games to 2, yeah, okay. Yeah, because they're switching in, so it's got to be 5-2 or 6. Well, I can see 5-2 on the score. So, and I think court 3 were Tana Bedard and Trevor Massey. They're again the 2 youngsters, great players, upcoming players from this area. Niagara is totally blessed with these youngsters. In the past, we've seen Niagara producing some great tennis players. Bruno Agostinelli late, a great player. I've watched him for years. And of course, Frankie Danzowick, Canadian national champion, Davis Cup player. So Canada, Niagara has produced players, and currently Niagara is producing some really good juniors competing here at this Copacabana event. This event will go on 2 rounds today, and then 3rd round tomorrow, and the finals late in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon. No spectators allowed, and we made some efforts to bring you some action from Young Sportsplex. Great shot. Great shot.
It looks like on court 2, Johnny Drake and Sajil Qureshi just won their match over Mike O'Neill, Ben Pang. A lot of great points in that one. Both teams will play their second match later on this afternoon, as Nemanja Stefanovic and Stefan Semenovic are going to be playing against Ben Pang and Mike O'Neill in their second match, whereas Sajil Qureshi and Johnny Drake are going to be playing against Kirill Yurikov and Julio Murch in their second match this afternoon. All 4 teams are in the same round-robin pool, with round-robin play continuing tomorrow morning, along with the finals tomorrow afternoon. Court 1, Nemanja and Stefan just finished defeating Julio and Kirill 8-0 in the first match. Once again, the next match will be starting shortly.
So we have to maintain a distance. I know we have to maintain a distance. That's the thing. We can't. We have to maintain distance.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just that. Yeah, I know. That's fine. We have to maintain distance. You two could still talk because. So this is for you. This is for me. I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
Come on this side.
Oh, this side. I can stay on this side. Yeah, you can stay there.
This side and that.
I'm here.
Okay.
Well, we all have seen a great match here. We have two youngsters on my left-hand side. I mean, I'm not even sure how old they are, but boy, the way they play was an amazing match. What was the score?
8-0.
8-0. Oh, come on, guys. Give me a break. I'll give them a break. Now, Nemanja, how old are you now?
Just turned 16.
Just turned
December
16.
1st, yeah.
And I understand you play provincially and you're also competing in national level.
Correct, yes.
Now, what would be your ranking now nationally, let's say, or provincially? Let's start with
Provincially, I'm, I think, third, and nationally, I think I'm seventh.
7. Okay, that's great. And where do you practice? Where do you play normally? Where do you train actually?
I train in Oakville, Ontario.
Oakville, Ontario, okay.
And it's at a club called Joshua Creek Tennis
That's
Club.
great.
So,
Okay, well, the first time you played at this young sports facility here, young sports
I
club?
think I played it earlier, when I was younger, but
Oh, okay,
yeah.
great. And of course, we know your partner because he's from this area.
yeah.
Now, Stefan, let's talk a little bit about you. I know you grew up here,
Yeah.
and I think one of your coaches are watching you here. When you were a kid, Dave Boland is out there
Yeah.
watching you.
Yeah, my
we know a lot of
coach.
spectators, but there are lots of people watching you live, and they're watching you online.
Yeah.
So we can't allow any spectators due to
Yeah.
COVID-19 restrictions. So tell us a little bit more about where do you train now? Are you training with Nemanja? Or training somewhere else? Where you
I train now at the National Training Center in Montreal.
National Training. Oh, that's great in the National Training Center in Montreal. So the training is still going on in this under these conditions. They're tough conditions, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to close it down a bit in the first lockdown, but after that it opened up and then went back to normal, just practices.
Oh, okay.
But no
Okay.
tournament. This is my first one back.
First and back. I know it's a bit too early to ask you that question because you're 16. And I think
Yeah.
you're also 16 or
Yeah, 16.
16. So, like, what do you think? Where do you see yourself going? It's a tough question to ask at this
Yeah.
stage, but the way you're playing, I mean, you have some ideas, you have some dreams. What do you
Yeah.
think? Where do you see yourself, let's say, maybe 2 or 3 years down the road?
2 or 3 years, I still haven't decided, but either go to university,
University
play for
okay.
a top team, or
Top
try and
team.
go
Okay,
pro and
that's
see
good.
how that goes too.
Okay, that's good. Well, again, best of luck in the next match. Not that you need the luck, but you're playing very well.
Thank
I
you.
think as you go, the competition will grow. I can see some good players playing here, but all the best in the next round. Thanks
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hello, mic testing 1 2 3. Mic testing 1 2 3.
Welcome back. We're about to start the second match at the Copacabana, live from the Young Sportsplex in Welland. Once again, the two juniors on my left, Stefan and Nemanja, are ready to take on Mike O'Neill and Ben Ping. As I mentioned before, we could not get players from this area for obvious reasons. Tennis Ontario does not recommend players from the gray area, COVID-19 control grade area, to travel and play in the area which has still orange, Niagara still orange up until tonight, and tomorrow Niagara will be turning red. However, tennis will still go on here. I understand at Young Sportsplex they will be putting dividers to make sure the doubles can continue on Monday, but this tournament will end tomorrow. Match about to start. Stefan to serve. And a great shot with Nemanja at the nets. Court 2 is also about to start. Court 4 is still in progress. The first match. A big kick served by Stefan, went out.
So as you mentioned earlier in court 1, we've got Stefan and Nemanja playing once again in the second match for the Copacabana tournament against Mike O'Neill and Ben Pang. Should be a good one. The juniors have taken an early lead to start with. Stefan and Nemanja won their first match 8-0 against Kirill and Julio, whereas Ben and Mike O'Neill lost their first match 8-0 against Johnny Drake and Sergio. Johnny Drake and Sergio are playing their second match against Kirill and Julio right now. In other results so far, Trevor Massey and Tanner Bedard defeated Masij Max Mandis and Nemanja Kuntos 8-1. The fourth court match is a long one so far, as Mustafa Jamal, the assistant director at Rulesville Tennis Club, is teaming with Mo Alasawi, former Davis Cup player for Jordan, as they're battling Walter Garcia and Joao Cruz, both of whom are teaching pros at Niagara Academy of Tennis in Vineland.
I think court number 2 might be a closer match now with the Julio merge. Would you say? No? What do you think? Any predictions?
Kirill and Julio are serving at love 1, love 15 right now. Still early. Time will tell.
Great hands at the net. Nemanja, young Nemanja, superb volleyer, 16-year-old. But these guys don't play like 16-year-olds, don't they?
No, certainly not. Both of whom may potentially have the potential of pro potential in the future. You never
Pro
know.
potential, yes, like you said, Monze. Ben Payne to serve. And a good serve by Ben. Service winner. It's 15-all. I'm just admiring the net game of these two youngsters. Superb volleys.
Many have said that the two youngsters, Stefan and Nemanja, are the top team coming into this tournament. Time will tell if they'll live up to the expectations, but it's still very, very early. A lot of matches left to be played this evening as well as tomorrow.
Oh, just out. Yes, I have a strange feeling that the juniors, and the four of them here. Well, maybe I think Trevor is no longer junior, is he? Trevor,
I'm not sure if he's 18 or if he's turned 19 yet.
but his partner is junior, Tana Bedard, young Tana Bedard, another great player, upcoming player. So this tournament looks like it's dominated by juniors. Would you say?
Yeah, out of the 16 players, 4 of them are juniors, many of whom are also playing are former NCAA players as well, who were top juniors once upon a time. And we do have, as I mentioned before, Mo Alasawi on court 4, who's a former Davis Cup player. A number of teaching pros participating also.
Beautiful serve by Nemanja, out wide.
Another
30
good
love.
serve by Nemanja.
Yeah, 30 love, 2 serve points. Court 3's
Great return by Mike and a great volley by Ben.
Ben Payne, yes. Score 3 love. Great shot, great volley by Nemanja. Since there are two Nemanias, we should say Nemanja Junior and Nemanja Senior. Or Nemanja Kuntus is
So-
the senior.
So we just received word that Mo Alasawi and Mustafa Jamal won the first match against Walter Garcia and Joel Cruz, 8 games to 6. Walter and Joel will now be playing against Max Mandis and Nemanja Kuntos, while Trevor Massey and Tanner Bedard play their second match against Mustafa Jamal and Mo Alasawi in a matchup between two teams who both won their opening matches so far.
Seem like the juniors have too much time to hit the shots. Playing so well. Appear to be second matches in progress in all four courts. Yeah, quick points. The Yolks are leading now 5-love in the second match. As you can see, the games are in progress in all four courts. We hope to improve this live streaming as we mature in this new facility, Young Sportsplex. This is the first time we're doing live streaming here, so we have some challenges, but we continue to improve. And again, the action with multiple cameras would be nice. Right now, we have one camera focused on court one.
I believe Nemanja and Stefan are up 6-0 on court one against Ben and Mike O'Neill. These two, Nemanja and Stefan, will be certainly very, very tough for any team to beat in the tournament this weekend. But time will tell how well the matches will shape up. Just an awesome backhand by Nemanja cross off a very, very deep ball.
That was a great serve by Mike O'Neill. Out wide. A lot of experience here with Mike O'Neill, old 45 Ontario champion. Partnering Ben Pang.
Great try, just a little bit too much pace off that shot for Mike to handle, but the kids are playing very, very tough today.
Abhay, can you pick up the sound from this distance? Okay, it has to be closer, yeah.
Winner return, reflex return backhand winner from Stefan.
Just about over. And looks like Nemanja and Stefan won the match quite easily, 8-love.